Welcome back to Sky and Thread. I'm Kelly. Today we're going to do a first impressions and a flip through of the traditional manga tarot. If you watch my January favorites, you'll have seen me flip through this a little bit, but I wanted to give the full flip through today, not only for you guys, but for my friend that purchased it for me. I know they were really interested in seeing all the cards, and as they live a good long ways away from me, this is the main way I can share it with them. So yeah, this video is kind of with them in mind. Alright, so yeah, traditional Manga Tarot comes in a tuck box, like a really, well, the deck, the box, everything's glossy. It's a Lo Scarabeo, so comes in a simple box with a simple book. Gets the point across. It's not super in-depth or anything. You're just going to give you a little phrase for each card or just a couple keywords. Nothing too deep, but it does give some stuff worth reading in there. I would definitely recommend, if this is your first deck, to maybe also get a tarot beginner workbook of some kind, because this gives you a very, very small well to draw from, and there's a lot of elements in tarot that I think are covered in the artwork of these cards, but not really covered in this book too well. So this is just a Lo Scarabeo card that comes with it. And these are the backs. I think the backs are quite lovely. I think they're lovely. I think they have that like Baroque. I couldn't think of it in January favorites, what word I was looking for, but it's Baroque, right? Like the theme, the style. So I really like that. But yeah, this is another title card. So you have your title card and your Lo Scarabeo card. I do think the color, even it's a very limited palette, I do think the color way they used in each, that they used in each suit works really, really well for keeping up with the element association. What is that? I think it's supposed to be a little lizard creature on the King of Wands, you know, in place of his like salamander. Again, this kind of is fantasy, so it's going to have a lot of fantasy elements, you know, but you're Queen of Wands. She has her sunflower. She has her cat. You know, it definitely is RWS. You know, the horses are all in the way. It's very clone, RWS clone, but I do think that the artwork style gives it a little bit more oomph than some of the other clones I've seen. And again, the colorway. This has a bright, like, orangey, fiery colorway for the wands that I really, really like. But all the artwork's close enough to RWS that if you're familiar already, you won't have any problems. And if this is a deck that you learn on and the workbook or whatever talks about the imagery in the RWS, you will find 99% of it in here. You know, the queen still has her chalice. The Nine of Cups, or the Knight of Cups, is still kind of walking and presenting his cup, you know. Yeah, I think it all has, that. So I like it. You know, we're in the cups now. It's a little yellowier and almost like a kind of gold colorway for the cups. And the swords are darker. They kind of get more of the blues. Let me see, I'm kind of close up here. Let me see if I can zoom out. Can I zoom out with this? Nope. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better while I'm leaning in here. I feel like I was zoomed in too close. Yeah, so the swords have a little bit more of the blue or darker colorway, which is why I think they didn't do it in the cups as well. The cups got a more gold. Which is kind of funny because my favorite color is actually yellow, and yellow is usually in association with like the feeling of like happiness or something. So cups being, you know, the suit of emotions, and yellow being associated with a strong emotion. That works for me. You know, it maybe isn't as the color expected, but I think it works for me. You know, swords are really, really good. Just traditional stuff. You know, I think in the aces you don't get like the divine hand, but it still works for me. And again, as I talked about in the January video, you know, if you like manga, if you like anime, if you like Japanese art styles, at least the ones that are really prominent, you know, over here in the US, I think you'd really like this. I really like this. I was torn originally between this and there's another Manga tarot. I can't remember the name, but I'll post like a picture of that one. That I was always kind of stuck over which one I should get. I was always kind of torn between which one I should get. So someone making that decision for me helped a lot. And I'm actually quite in love with this. I'm really happy to have it. It's going to be a really magnificent reader. It shuffles great. And I think clients are going to love it. Especially younger, you know, in their 20s and early 30s are probably going to vibe with this one quite a lot. The cards are on the thinner side, so they are prone to bending and bowing, but they shuffle very, very nicely. And the deck's not too big. It's easy to put in a pouch or a bag or something and take it with you somewhere. So it's really nice for that. It's very standard. It doesn't feel luxurious or overly you know, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of foiling and pressing and you know, gloss, spot gloss or anything like that. It doesn't have any like fancy add-ons, but it's just a nice deck to work with, especially I think for a beginner or someone who isn't sure where to start. If you're not attracted to the traditional RWS, this is definitely a good option for you. I think it'll read really, really well. I just think the book that it comes with is not enough. You'll definitely want to get like a Learn Tarot book. And there's a lot out there. I might do a video on what books I recommend for learning tarot down the line, but I'm sure there's plenty of great resources on YouTube for what books to start your tarot journey with. But yeah, I think this is a good deck for that. It's, let's see, what's the price on it? It is, in the US, it is $24.95. So, you know, it's middle of the road. It's not the cheapest deck, but maybe you can catch it on a sale. Sometimes Llewellyn has sales. I'm trying to think who else might have coupons for this, but yeah, or if you can find a used copy, you know, it's not a bad idea. The artwork is by Sho Schwetting. I'm by no means proficient in Asian languages, but I did my best. So feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm happy to be corrected and get that right next time. So yeah, but they did some beautiful artwork, and I highly recommend it. I don't even know what else to say. I think it's pretty straightforward, but I wanted to share it with my friends and you guys. And you know, if you wanted to know my first thoughts, that's it. That's it. You know, short, sweet, to the point. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm feeling much better these days, so I'm trying to get back to face cam, back to recording. I'm about to turn around and record another walkthrough for my Gothmancy that I got the Kickstarter for the second printing or the second edition. I think it's called like Rise of the Elder Goths or something. But I don't think that much has changed from the original. And I don't have the original, so, you know, it'll be interesting. But that's coming up next, you know, as soon as I can record it. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I hope you're having a great day. I will see you soon. Bye.